Hello everyone, a.w.t.y here. Welcome back to my Witcher 3 playthrough. So last time I asked some questions about the settings. Speaking of settings, I think I also will have the video quality for this episode a bit better than the first. I just was worried about file size. I don't have a lot of space on my hard drive for recording, and I didn't want to mess that up. But anyway, controller screen... No. Gameplay. Yeah, automatic finishers. I think I want this off. I ended up looking it up. Nobody answered me because nobody watches my playthrough anyway. That's fine. I'm doing this because I find it fun. And I think manual, sword drawing, and sheathing I want on as well. And the reason is because I want to be as involved as possible in everything in the game. I like the fisheye. You know what? I forgot to look up movement response. So hey, if you end up finding this video, let me know what's going on with the movement response, or I'll look it up. Automatic camera centering, I guess on. Enemy upscaling. I forgot to look this up as well, but I don't think it matters much for the beginning of the game where I'm so low level. So that should be good. So last time we made it to White Orchard and we're in this lovely tavern, and I bought a bunch of Gwent cards, had fun playing Gwent, so now it's time to go outside. And if I remember correctly, there's some people watching me. Yeah, you can see them out the window, not watching, but waiting for me to come out so they could teach me a bit of a lesson here.
Done drinking?
Mm-hmm.
Then fuck off.
Oh, this music, it just reminds me so much of the first Witcher game.
Here.
Okay, so 3 against 1, Maya brave. I can goad them, or I can get some free experience for using Axe-Eye. Why would I not want to do that?
Haven't done anything to you, so just calm down.
Of course no. You done nothing.
It's like the Jedi mind trick. It's so great.
Get him!
Poor son. Remember how Roach was all offended? Hang on. I'm a little nervous here. Come on. All right, bring it on. Now it's just this guy. Haha!
Nice.
That was fun. It's the combat feels heavy. And, yeah, it feels heavy. It's like waiting for your moment to strike and then smacking them so hard. Now, I wonder if I would have got more... Do you get experience for each one of these guys that you fell? If so, I wonder what the rate is for experience, if I would have got more by fighting the 3 of them. Anyway, now I'm going to need to ask the Nilfgaardians about Yennefer. However, there's like a notice board down there I need to check. And I have a whole lot of looting that I could do. Now, what I'm going to do is try to keep some sort of system to my looting, so that I remember what I've looted. The other thing is, can I use my Witcher senses to see what it's possible to loot? One thing that's interesting too is you can kill these animals, I think. Oh, everyone's freaking out. But I think that people will get very upset with you if you continue to kill animals. So I might not want to do that too much.
Lend me a hand in the orchard. Trees need pruning. What do I know? What now?
Nothing.
Looking for trouble.
Well, let's go take a look over here. There's a few things that I can get right here. There we go. Doesn't look like there's anything else I can... Wait, was that a sack I can loot? So, I'm not going to go looking at every single item I pick up. I don't think it's important. This is the guy we saved from the Griffin.
We meet again.
Thank you for saving me. People say all kinds of things about witches, but I've always known yours to be an honorable guild.
So you managed to salvage some goods?
Yes, but I await the repair of my wagon. As time passes, my losses grow. Do you need something? I'll let it go half free.
Half free. That's a really positive way of saying 50% off.
Let me have a look at your stock.
What do you have that interests me, sir? I believe this Temerian armor is like a DLC-related thing. However, he has... Wait, he's got Temerian saddlebags. I don't know if I want to buy these in particular. Can I afford them? No, I cannot. I can't afford them anyway. He does have the Griffin decoction that I could buy, which is interesting. Let's hold off. I want to see what else I can buy from other people, maybe.
Freak.
Looks like, were they playing Gwent? I can't tell. Let's get these herbs over here. What I'm going to do is use... And the map you can basically... Here, is there a way to go look at the world map? Now, notice these roads. I think what I'm going to do is use these roads, the intricate system of roads, to explore systematically and treat it as a grid. So I'm going to explore this entire grid. Whoa, I can't move around well. The grid that I'm in. And then I'll go and explore another grid and make my way over to this notice board. So there's going to be a bit of exploration. I may cut out some of it. I don't know. But because it's like me going through this area for the first time, I may end up leaving it in. I'm not really sure. I want to build up a huge store. Yes, I love when there's parkour in a game. That makes me so happy. That's what made Assassin's Creed so great. I mean, nothing else about it was really all that great. It was the parkour that was really why everybody loved it so much. And then it took off with a massive franchise. I've only actually played the first one and the second. So that's it for this small section. I should get some of these herbs, I think. And you know what? I think I'll also kill these cows. There we go. Strange that there are no guards around. Oh yeah, there's one. There's a couple. Because I think if they notice me kill these cows, that would be an issue. Got a bunch of herbs here. Ah, there's a chest right here. That's not a loot chest, it's just a regular chest. So pretty soon in this episode, I should probably talk about why I stopped playing this game. Part of it has to do with open world games in general, giving me a large amount of anxiety. I just don't know where to go or what to do. It's the same problem I have in life, to be honest. The more options I have, the more crippled with indecision I become. It's a big problem for me. Yeah, let's kill some geese. Kill some geese. Let's loot some plants and get some herbs. The reason I'm doing this is to get money. I mean, there's Witcher contracts, but in this first area, it seems the best way to get money is to kill a lot of animals and sell their parts. I don't know how true that is now, but back when I played it, that was the case. I recognize a lot of these herbs from the first games. They haven't changed much, and of course they're all based off of the same thing, the books.
That griffin's a real scourge.
I should be able to go into this house over here too. Ooh, chicken. He looks cool. I love watching him swing his sword.
Looking for trouble?
Oh, I'm looking for trouble, all right. Well, only if you're a chicken. Or a goose. Die! Oh, everybody's freaking out. It's the Goose Slayer. Got some raw meat, baby. Everybody home? Here's another weird thing about the Witcher games that I'm glad they kept in. And in the first one, it's always a bit odd that you can just walk into someone's house, and take their stuff. And there's no consequence to doing this whatsoever, at least so far that I can tell. Maybe if there was a guard nearby and he saw me do this, ooh, some valuable stuff there, it would be an issue, but seems okay. Wait, hang on, let me try doing the candles here. Oh. Okay. Oh, more tutorial stuff? I think I can safely turn off tutorials. Where is that? Yeah, I think I can safely turn them off. I know how to play now. Ignite, there we go. Oh, I'm automatically walking because I'm inside the house. It's kind of cool. We're getting lots of food, lots of like alchemy-based type stuff. Anything else around in here? A black magic doll. I don't know what they're doing with that. That's not suspicious. Oh. Yeah, so this is interesting. Something glowing red like this has to do with a quest. And I did this the very first time I played the game as well. I came in here and saw this guy. You can't talk to him. It's a little weird, but he has something to do with a quest that comes up very early in the game. And it's just kind of funny that every time I play, I end up exploring thoroughly right from the get-go instead of just following my quest markers. So I found him ahead of time, just like I did now. All right, so that building is done. Now, I have not explored the rest of this section. However, I don't think I'm going to do all of the plant area. I just want to do the houses.
I knows what I know.
And behind the houses. Oh, we've got some chickens to kill. No rooster or hen is safe from me. Fear the Witcher. What, no loot? I killed that chicken for nothing? I can go in here? Okay. It's a nice touch, I should say, that when you run into a house at full speed, they don't just instantly stop you to walking speed. That's a very video game thing to do. It would definitely break immersion a bit. Not much in this house. Trying to be conscious of being too jittery with the camera as well. I'm playing on a controller, and that's one danger of playing on a controller, is that your camera movements are not smooth.
Oh! What do you want? Kings do the fighting. Peasants do the dying.
Alright, let's take a look around at everything we can possibly loot. Nothing here. Just the sack. We got some alkahest. 2 alkahest. I believe that's very important for alchemy.
Deals, get the bark off the trees again.
Mm-hmm. I hear a blacksmith. Hang on, blacksmith. Let me just get all of these herbs, if you don't mind, and I'll talk to you.
What the fuck am I to do?
Whoa. A lot of profanity. Whoa! That jump! He's like a broad jump champion. Alright, let's talk to this guy. Mr. Willis.
What happened here?
Oh, got a wee bit chilly the night, so I set fire to my forge. Got it nice and roaring. Roasted some wieners. What do you think happened, dimwit? Some bugger set alight me workshop.
I know you're upset, but that's not what I meant, clearly. Don't insult me. I really want to say this, but I could be compassionate. I'm gonna say it.
Easy on the insults. I could add to your misfortune. Any suspects?
Whole damn
He did not like that.
I lived here half a century. Thought they saw me as one of their own.
Also, that's not what I thought Garrett would say.
Everything changed when the Black Ones came. I'm the only smith around, so I got to service their garrison. Bang dents out of plate, shoe horses. That sort of thing. Nilfgaardians don't pay me a bloody copper. Just give me supplies and orders. But humans can't fathom that. They think I'm getting rich off their misfortune. That I sleep on a pile of gold like a ploughing dragon. They've stopped talking to me. Spit when I pass. And now this.
Good luck. Later. Now I'll help.
I can find your arsonist, provided you're willing to pay.
I've not much left, but I'll give you all if you bring me that horse in, so that he gets what he deserves. The night of the fire, I heard movement outside my hut. Went out to see if I could find any tracks. I found nothing. But then I haven't got cat eyes, have I? Good luck.
I've always thought it interesting. A couple things. First of all, he probably should spend the money he has on rebuilding his workshop, not on revenge. But hey, everyone has their priorities. He's bald, you can tell under that scarf. So the other thing I find strange is that the dwarves in the Witcher universe have like a Scottish accent. I don't know if it's Scottish. I'm not good with accents. But it's something along those lines. And I wonder if that's just how dwarves talk. If it just they decided to make what a dwarf would say if instead of speaking whatever their language is, they spoke English. They decided to make that accent Scottish. Or if it's just because the dwarves are from like some sort northern area where everybody sounds like that. I do wonder. But yeah, here's his workshop in shambles. The roof is caved in from the fire. Now, instead of doing this quest now, I think I may just continue to explore. And this brings me to the other reason why I had such a hard time playing this game and why I stopped. And of course, this leads me to why I'm deciding to record this for YouTube. It's because it's going to help me get through the game. In this game, there is a loot system, and part of the loot system are chests. Within said chests, you often find a alchemical formula. This alchemical formula is generated based off of your level. So if you open a chest at level 1, you will find formula X. If you open it at level 2, you find formula Y. At level 3, formula Z, blah, blah, blah. And the weird thing is that if you look into a chest and see a certain formula and you don't like it, you can actually leave the chest alone and come back later when you're a different level and see if you prefer that formula or just get another one. It's not like you can take it back. Once you leave and come back at another level, that formula will change. Now, that is such a weird system. It's driving me nuts because in order to optimize what formula you get in the game, you would have to go to every single chest location at level 1, at least in this area, because you can't get out of this area without being a higher level because of the quests you have to do. So you would need to do every chest in White Orchard at level 1, take a peek, and I've done this, by the way, and then take the formula you want. Then get to level 2, check every single chest again, get which formula you want, and so on, all the way through to level 4, which, at least in the White Orchard area, is where the formula stop changing based off level, as far as I understand it, or at least then maybe they start the cycle again. I'm not sure on that point. I didn't test it past level 4, and all the information I find online is only up to level 4, so I don't know. Now, how crazy is that? For someone like me, who is a little bit of a completionist, not fully, I'm not that crazy about it. What I am crazy about is optimizing my exploration, which means I want to find as many useful formula early on as I possibly can. And I say want, it's really a need, it's a compulsion. I find it difficult to enjoy a game if it does not allow me to do this. Many people would say this is crazy, it's nuts. It's just the only way that I play RPGs. So that's why this was devastating to me. Die, dog. I love dogs, just it's a video game. Come on, separate the emotion from the game, folks. It's not immersion time. It's time to do video game things like kill dogs for their dog tallow. But yeah, let me know. What do you guys think of this? What's the best way to deal with looting in this game? I would love to hear your opinion. If anybody out there actually finds this video before I record the next episode, I'll take your opinion into account. It would help me so much to know if anyone has a solution to getting over this. You know, do I try to just ignore it and just get chests as I go past them and just roll of the dice, whatever I get, that's what I get. Oh, we got a book. And I didn't even check the notice board. We'll do that soon. There's going to be a lot of reading in this episode, I think. What the hell? There we go. Now, interesting. Take a look at this. This is like a shrine where they have cut open these rabbits as if it's some sort of offering to this blob monster. Oh, I got dead rabbit in my face. What are these people doing? What is their religion? This doesn't look like a normal person's house. This looks like a cult meeting area or just a serial killer's demented mind. Did I leave anything here? Did you hear that wind? Nutty. Oh man, my eyes hurt already from straining and looking at everything so closely. Witcher's never been good on my eyes, that's for sure. All right, let's do some reading. Wrong menu. If I go into my inventory, I should be able to just kind of go quest items and no, maybe? Yeah, we've got books here. Royal Lineages of the North. So, Cyrilla Fiona Ellen Rhiannon, born in 1251, heiress to the throne of Sintra, Princess of Bruges and Duchess of Sodden, heiress to Innis Ard Skellig and Innis on Skellig, and suzerain of Autry and Ab Yara. Holy crap, that's a lot. That's a long title. Oh, royalty. You gotta hate him, don't you? Daughter of Pavetta, see Pavetta Fiona Ellen, and the Urcheon of Erlenwald, see Emir Var Emrys. Oh, man. Oh, that's who he is. That's right. So Cyrilla, also known as Ciri, like I said before, she's the daughter of Emir Var Emrys, or Rice, whatever. And he is the Emperor of Nilfgaard. At least he wasn't, I don't think, back then when he had her, but he is now. Granddaughter of the famous lioness Sintra, Queen Calanth. See Calanth Fiona Rhiannon. A shipwreck occurred during a journey from Sintra to Skellige, which took the lives of the Urcheon and Pavetta. Cyrilla's further upbringing was then entrusted to her grandmother. In 1260, afraid of the looming Nilfgaardian threat, Queen Calanth sent Cyrilla to the court of King Ervil. See Ervil of Verdun. Oh, I can't stand this. History is my least favorite subject. I don't know if you can tell. Where the heiress of Sintra was to marry the heir to the throne of Verdun, Prince Kristin, see Kristin of Verdun, though allying... I can't even talk. This is ridiculous. Though allying with Verdun and gaining the aid of that realm's army was at the time Calanth's top priority. No marriage ever occurred, and Cyrilla returned to her grandmother's court. In 1262, during the so-called Sintra massacre, Cyrilla went missing. Okay, so at least I paid attention to the important part at the end. Maybe you guys garnished some further intel from this crap. No offense to the author, whoever they may be. All right, get out of here. Oh, the dog's back. Die. I have now killed both of your dogs. Okay, his back was turned. So that's a butter churner right there. All right. I do want to check out the notice board. But first, maybe I should explore this section just to take a break from reading for a second. We're about to read a whole bunch. Like I said, lots of reading this episode. We got something interesting there. We got some 5th essence and something else. Again, sorry I'm not looking at every single thing, but there's so much looting in this game. I don't have time. Steel plates, that seems important. Nobody's got time for that. Oh, hello. This is going to be a bunch of free stuff we get. Now, they won't let you kill people. They've always done that in Witcher games. You can't just murder people. You know, it's not that free and open world-ish. Oh, I can go in here. Wait. No, it's not. It's locked. Wasn't there another place with pigs? It's over there. We'll check that out soon. I want to make sure I get this town completely, and then I never have to worry about it again.
It's Durban now. D-E-R-V-A.
Hang on, I want to listen to this.
Destroying the Hungry Gap. They've taken
What do you
all our
mean?
grain.
I know what they named you at your cutting. What kind of name is that
That is
anyway?
cutting. That is circumcision.
I knows what I knows.
My gran was
Else
from
there's
Nazaire.
a rump
Oh,
for
so
the
that's how it is.
Little whore.
Then by my leave, Master Durban, may the Gold Sun guide you far away from my land.
He's embracing the Nilfgaardian reign.
Knows what the
Have I
morrow
gone in
will
here?
bring.
No, I have not. I feel like last time I did this, I got more books. Here we go. Let's read this. Toussaint, a duchy out of tales of fantasy and wonder. When a traveler from the Northern Realms first crosses the border into Toussaint, he feels at once as though he has stepped into a land ripped straight from the pages of a fantastic fairy tale. So do you say Toussaint with a hard T, or like a croissant, like a French word, a toussaint? He will know no inclement weather there, for even the winters in Toussaint are mild and sunny, with only gentle calming breezes and not a hint of gale. He will know no hunger, for the trees and bushes of that land burst with ripe and juicy fruits all the year long. He will know no loneliness, for each and every soul he encounters will treat him like a long-lost friend. He will not find... I lost my place. He will not find a single backwater of dullness, boredom, or ineptitude in this overflowing stream of marvel. In Toussaint the wine rages in torrents. Music plays ceaselessly, and everywhere in the air is filled with the sound of birdsong and the twittering of beautiful maids, who are never stingy with their ample charms when a handsome knight comes a-calling. The capital of the Duchy, Beauclair, is an architectural gem, full of glorious elven monuments, delicately soaring towers, masterfully carved reliefs, and atmospherically mysterious ruins. Only the rare sun in a field of black, the odd gold and dark stain on an otherwise pristine edifice, reminds one that this land is this fable incarnate, is a vassal of Nilfgaard. Bum, bum, bum. And there the pin drops. So that's kind of a bit of propaganda. Like a little bit of like tourist advertising there. Come to Toussaint, the land of frickin' milk and honey and everything nice. Sugar and spice. So, geez, Nilfgaard's got its hand everywhere, huh? These people did not have much to steal. Have we now acquired everything that there is to acquire in this section of town? Well, except from the blow ball. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Oh, he did a little crazy jig there. Let's take a look here. Death to the invaders! Hark, fair folk of the north. If you've a yearning for freedom, if you're prepared to take up arms to defend the motherland, head to the woods. We grow stronger by the day, and will soon show the Nilfgaardian vermin that the Temerian nation will not bear its yoke without a fight. If your heart bleeds blue and golden lilies, you will sooner die for your country than live as a slave to foreigners. Let us swear by our fathers who fell to the beasts at Sodden, by the souls of the dead buried at Brenna. To arms! Hands off my yokes! So... the people in Temeria are quite proud, as there are people in every nation that are quite proud. So of course there's going to be some small rebellions and stuff like that. Outdoor relief. That's what you have an outhouse for, right? The Imperial Garrison hereby announces that every week the village's poor may come by to collect food rations. Rations will only be distributed to supplicants able to document proof of their poverty. Cheats will be punished like any other thieves and to the full extent of the law. So that's nice that they are helping out with food. Imperial Edict number 18 out of 45. It reminds me of Dolores Umbridge and all of her things, her decrees. Sorry, I was a forced Harry Potter fan in my childhood. Let it hereby be known that by order of His Imperial Majesty's High Command, all able-bodied men of White Orchard must present themselves at the village inn, equipped with a shovel, hoe, or pickaxe of their own provision. The fields near the village are littered with corpses, and given the warm spring we are currently experiencing, the High Command fears the rotting bodies might bring contagion to the village. Let this stand as a proof to the residents of White Orchard that their new rulers care for their safety and shall defend them not only from bandits, but also from disease by introducing measures which have long been standard in the civilized world. Any man refusing to comply with this order will be flogged and put in the stocks. Signed, Captain Peter Sar Wenleave. So that's the guy in charge around here. And yes, it's nice that they're helping out the corpses. However, they're using the own people to do it instead of their soldiers. So it's not that much of a help. Hang on a second. I got to stretch out my knee. Oh, there we go. So if anybody knows, if maybe you're like a physical therapist or something, I don't have health insurance, so I can't go to a doctor for it. But recently my knees have been hurting quite badly. Whenever I sit for a long time, my knee starts to hurt after it's been in a bent position for a long time. And the pain just kind of keeps growing and growing and growing until I just have to do something about it. It's quite a nuisance. It's not the end of the world, but it worries me because knees are something that over time, something that is bad will get worse. And then all of a sudden you need surgery. So I just need to know if I'm going to need surgery later, if this is something serious. And I can't find any information online or what people tell me that is helpful. Moving on. Volunteers wanted. By order of the Captain Peter Sar Gwynleave, I just realized how sad this is using the internet as my medical query.com. By order of Captain Peter Sar Gwynleave, let it hereby be known that enlistment in the Imperial Army is now open. Recruits will be provided with room, board, and regular pay. Yet the greatest payment of all is the honor of serving Emir Var Emrys. Daithwin Aden in stuff. Once enlisted, recruits will be trained under the tutelage of the Empire's greatest strategists. Recruits' families will be assured sufficient sustenance for the entire time of their service. In the case of their death on the field of glory, they will receive a lifelong pension. I've always kind of not liked how attractive it is to join the military. At least in the US, it's so attractive financially to join the military that a lot of people do it simply for the benefits. People literally marry people that they end up divorcing later because they were in the military, and they married too young because, oh, it's so exciting, the benefits. It's like a thing here. There's so much pressure to join the military if you're not successful in some other way. I hate it because I don't like the military. Brother missing. Bastion, my brother. Oh my gosh, I said I don't like the military. That's a great way to get viewers. Bastion, my brother, went off to fight the Black Ones. I've reason to think he stood in the great battle nearby. He's not returned to this day. Like many others, you'll say. That rhyme, that got me. And you'll be in the right. But if he fell, and I know it's like he did, I'd give him up to the ground the least, like our fathers have done always. I'd bury him neath the burrow where our parents lie, not leave his corpse to be ate by the corpsers prowling the battleground. Rye. So I seek a man brave, able with a sword, and willing to venture out with me to find Bastion. I won't pay much, for I've not much to give. But I'm not stingy with gratitude, and sure to show it aplenty. Any man willing to help, look for a raised hut along the road to White Orchard, just near the bridge. I've made camp there. Dune Wildenvert. So this is an actual quest. An actual, yes, this is Witcher business. I don't know about you guys, but I like reading, and this might be a good time to say that Witcher games usually have a crap ton of reading. The first Witcher game, the second one, just reading constantly. And I like that. I love this. It's like I feel like a detective reading all this stuff. I enjoy it. But then again, I'm someone who likes to read. So if you don't like a whole shitload of reading, the Witcher games might not be for you, for my Let's Play anyway, because a lot of people will just skip all of this reading. You can just read the title and it says it all. You don't have to do all this, which is the brilliance of how they designed the game. Contract, Devil by the Well. Good folk, I know there's a war on and every man's got trouble enough of his own, but perhaps there's one of you who could help a father in need. You all surely know the well in the ruined village and the devil that guards it with a jealous fury. And if you don't know, well, come ask and I'll tell you all about it. Whoever drives that monster away from the well will get a fat purse full of gold. Just don't tarry, for it's an urgent matter. Odilon. There's another straight-up contract. Wait a second, we've got more reading? Ooh. Bastion, my brother, went off to fight the Black Ones. I've reason to think he stood in the great battle nearby. He's not returned to this... Wait, is this the same thing? This is the same thing. Never mind. Now I'm sad.
What'd you say?
Let's take a look at this map. Let's take a look-see. So, we've got these question marks everywhere now. Because we checked out the notice board, I'm now able to see all of these places of interest all over the place, which is pretty cool. And so, again, I am very tempted to go explore and find all of these ahead of time so that I can check them, the chests that they may contain, at level 1 and maximize my exploration benefits. However, how lame is that? How lame is it to go and search an entire map and then go and do all the quests instead of splitting up exploration and quest mongering? Doesn't that sound not so good? So that's why I'm torn. I hate this decision that they've made me do. Now, later on, I'm going to talk about the leveling system in Witcher 3 and how I think it's absolutely fantastic. I love what they've done with it. It's very different from the other games. Whew. However, it puts my mind at ease. unlike the other games, where Witcher 1 and Witcher 2, I agonized over every skill point. Witcher 3 has designed a system that allows someone like me to just feel okay with just putting points wherever I feel like it. And part of it is that you can respec later on. I ended up looking that up. I always look up what's the max level in a game, and I ended up finding out what that is, because I can't put points into a character if I don't know how many points I'm going to get in the game. It's just not possible. I would agonize too much and question myself. Let's explore this section and then also go up here, I think. And then what we can do is we can head towards the guards, maybe, and then also maybe search up a few areas here. I could also do the quest with the blacksmith. Now let me take a look. How's my experience? What the hell was that?
Listen careful.
Oh, it's a quest. Oh, wow, look how much I jump. The height on this guy. Where do I go to see my level? Oh, I'm 540 out of 1,000, so that's not good. I'm almost to level 2. If I'm gonna go search a bunch of quests, I really can't just be... I need to be careful about doing quests right now. Instead, let's kill some cows. Oh, let's kill some cows. Whoa! How come when I slice that cow... Wait, they're not dying! This is an immortal cow! I could slice this thing all day. He's not gonna die. Good lord. What I was gonna say is when I sliced him once, it sounded like he got sliced 3 times or 4, and that really threw me. Anyway, I don't know why we can't kill those cows. If something's gonna be immersion breaking, it's immortal cows. That's for sure. We can kill these pigs, though. Die, pigs. Die. Ah. Bit of a stress reliever, isn't it? I don't know. Sometimes the things I say, I feel like people will think I have, like, violent tendencies or something. I don't. I actually work with kids. I'm a very... Like, I wouldn't hurt a fly. I've never been in a fight.
Freak.
However, in video games, your role-playing is something else. Something that you would never do. And inside every single person is... I don't know. Something that lusts for combat. The thrill of adversity. I'm just walking into the water to wash the blood of pigs off of my armor. However, I do know and remember that you can swim. Now, how do I dive? I can't. Oh. I can. You have to press X. I just wanted to see if there was anything in the water. But there isn't. Hang on. It's giving me instructions. Swim swiftly with A. Oh, you know what? The swimming controls make me think that if you're going to swim effectively, you're going to have to use, like, the claw method of holding the controller. You guys know what the claw is? You can't really hold a fast swim and turn the camera and steer at the same time using just your thumb. So I'm going to have to claw it up. Let me search the rest of the town. Get a few herbs here and there. Oh, he's speaking Nilfgaardian to me. Another thing about the game I love, sunflowers clipping through the wall. Jeez, they got a big clipping problem in this game. It's like certain things don't have physics. I make sense. They didn't give physics to plants because you are able to walk through plants. So of course a plant can blow in the wind and go through a wall. It makes sense. I'm not going to dwell on it. I mean, come on. This game is beautiful and gorgeous. I really should give it more positive feedback. So some of this stuff is maybe something I will skip when I'm just looting a whole bunch of plants. So I'll probably skip some of this, and just so you know, if you ever see a jump cut in the meantime in this episode, it's because I'm just looting a whole bunch of plants. Let's check this house out. Alright, what have we got here? Some orens. I know this family's probably poor and starving, but I'm a witcher. That was a lot of good stuff. We got like an armor upgrade, a rune, or a sword maybe. We have another chest over here. with an emerald in it. Good lord. Never mind, this family's not poor at all. But they will be once I get through with them. I got some Everloose. I think that's a very expensive alcohol. Of Guardian Lemon. Some crafting materials here. There's a bookshelf right next to this guy's
Sleep,
wife.
child. Sleep.
You don't mind if I
Sleep
help
will lend you
myself?
strength.
Let's talk to this guy.
Greetings, good man. Having trouble with your well? That's what I read.
Oh, right.
Aye. 'Tis haunted. Has been for a good 20 years.
20? So why'd you put out a notice just now?
Because earlier on we drew our water from the river. But so many corpses floating in it after the battle it's turned noxious. My daughter Mandy drank half a pitcher. Fell dreadful ill, can't keep nothing down. She grows worse by the day. Herbalist claims you fight a fever with drink. And not beer nor cider, but water. Clear, pure water. And where am I to get that if not from the well? But first, the ghost's got to be driven away. And it don't let any man near.
Okay, interesting. I don't... What she needs are antibiotics, to be fair, in the world of modern medicine. But, you know, this is Witchertown, and in Witchertown, some clear water would be a good start, I agree. Describe the ghost to me.
This ghost. Describe it for me.
Well, it's awful frightening. Awful.
I meant, what does it look like?
It looks like a woman, but fresh from the grave. Wears a dirty dress, all rags, its skin flaking off its bones, and it howls like it's suffering.
Some wraith. Or maybe an alp.
If you don't wallop it, Master, if you don't take care of it, that is, it'll come kill me daughter.
It'll come kill me, daughter. I don't mean to make fun of him. This is sad and serious. The accents are nice. So. Oh, and this might be a good time to talk about games like this where you have a voiced protagonist. Fallout is similar, where you will have this thing that you can click on and it says, I'll help you. But that's not what he says. He says something else. And so, like earlier with the dwarf and blacksmith, it led to this awkward moment where I said something that was meant to be like, don't insult me, sir. Like meant to be some sort of comment like that. And then instead, Geralt threatened him. And the dwarf was like, oh, shit. So I didn't want to threaten the dwarf. That's not what I meant to do. I'm not a heartless mongrel. I just wanted to be like, hey, calm the hell down, sir. There's no, it's not my, you obviously know what I meant. I know he's upset, but like he doesn't need to just bite some random friendly stranger's head off for asking a question that's perfectly acceptable. Come on now. Anyway. I got nothing against dwarves. I'm not racist. That's what I'm trying to say here. Now, I actually kind of like it in a lot of cases because it makes it for a bit of a surprise. You can click something and it's like, ooh, I wonder what Geralt's going to say. I find it exciting. Every time you pick a dialogue option, you have ownership over what you're deciding, and then at the same time you don't. You get surprised by what Geralt is going to say. And I'm a big fan. So let's talk about my reward. I think this is a way to barter.
But this is my job. So let's talk about my pay.
Something not right with the coin.
Well, how much coin, sir? All right. I can raise him, and he could be annoyed, possibly, and he might pay me less, right? What if I go maybe somewhere just... let me go 21.
That settles it, then.
Maybe I should have gone for more. Man, I'm getting such a small amount of pay for this. 20 freaking orans? I could kill 5 chickens, and I have twice as much, I bet. That's one of the weird things in this game, is that you're doing some quests for a pittance. However, I'm mostly doing it because it's exciting and fun to do quests and because I get to help people out, you know? I'm a people person. But it just doesn't make sense for the role-playing element as far as the economy in the game goes. I'm supposed to get most of my income from quests, and at least so far, I'm getting my income from slaughtering cows and chickens, so... I don't know. We'll see how that changes outside of the first area of the game. I haven't played past it.
Fine, I'll help. Where's this well?
In Whoville, a settlement on the heights. It's abandoned now. No one ventures there on the count
You can
of the
see it right over there.
Drive it off. Please.
Ooh, spooky wind. So that's great. We updated our quest. I did not mean to talk to this guy now, but hey, we're here. I seem to have looted this area pretty well. Let me take a look at the map again. I just want to make a mental note. I have currently explored and looted all of the plants and everything in this entire section right here, I believe. And I have 102 orans, it would seem. Right? Yeah, 102. Now, what's my equip burden or weight limit? Oh, I can't tell. 13 out of 60. We have plenty of room to continue to carry things. I think I'm going to follow my plan of... So the well thing is down here. It's in this direction, I believe. If I were to track it, I could see that. However, I've decided not to track it right now. Yeah, like I said, I think I want to go in this direction and head towards the guards. I probably want to speak to them anyway. And I need to start somewhere as I explore like crazy, so let me try and make my way in that direction. I hope I've looked in all of the houses in this area. I'm not 100% sure though. We could get some more of these plants. Yeah, I'm gonna skip this, but I'm gonna collect a bunch of plants here. And I just heard a wolf howl, so I'll cut in if I end up fighting some wolves. Oh, there's some sheep. I'm gonna cut in here because there's sheep. Kill it. More sheep? Where are they? Come on, come on. Yes. Oh, shit. Get back here. Come on. Oh, don't kill the guy. Get him. Yes. Awesome. Got some raw meat. That's not what I was looking for. I want something that's gonna make me money. What was that? Did you hear that? It's like a bee. Was there a bee? Was there just a singular bee floating past me? Is that a bee I see next to me?
A merchant who traveled to Nilfgaard once.
Ah, see that?
Strange.
Interestingly, it would seem that there are chests that are hidden, and then there are some chests that are located at these question marks, these undiscovered locations. So, even more of a pain. In order to find all of these chests, I have to be very thorough in my exploration.
Yeah.
It's not that difficult in the White Orchard area to explore everywhere very thoroughly. However, that becomes increasingly difficult, I bet, in a larger area. So let's take a peek. This has a Noon Wraith decoction. Ooh. Noon Wraith decoction, huh? I think I want that. I don't know, do I want that? Another thing is, I think these hidden chests do seem to be randomly generated somewhat. Like, I think this chest has a chance of giving you 2 different things at level 1, and then another 2 different things, possibly, at level 2. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that. I'm thinking I want this stuff. I'm gonna take the Noon Wraith decoction. I'm gonna take it. You know, maybe it could have been something better if I came back at level 2, but you know what? I happen to know that I'm going to be fighting a Noon Wraith. Now, that's almost like cheating, isn't it? Because I've done, again, this first part of the game is not blind for me. I've played through White Orchard and then stopped there, so I know that the Devil by the Well quest involves a Noon Wraith. And I possibly wouldn't know that if I was at this point. Then again, I possibly could be a player that doesn't really care that much about maximizing my potential. Ooh, shoot, I'm dying. Surface. Surface. I just died. I'm just talking along, forgetting that there is... Oh, that there is a thing about breathing. You can't just stay underwater. Oh my god. All right, folks, well, I might have to do a whole bunch of game over again. So I probably will just stop recording and play through it again and get to this point. Good lord. Good lord, you freaking idiot. Oh, look at that. I'm just going to pop in here and say that apparently there was an autosave after I talked to this guy. Thank Christ. So I'm going to cut here and see you after I killed some sheep and get some plants and check that chest again. I'll meet you back at the chest maybe. I am looting some plants. I'm gonna walk around and loot me some plants. There's more plants over here. I'm gonna pick them up and then I'm gonna use them in some kind of way later in the game. But right now, all I know is just one thing. I wanna pick me some plants. So many plants for me. Millions of plants. Millions of plants. Only for me. There's plants over here. There's plants over there. There's freaking plants everywhere. Sheep! Must murder sheep. Kill them all. Yes! Is this so wrong that I I get such pleasure from murdering these? Oh. They're really hard to kill. Oh, that guard. Oh, sheath the sword. The guard's mad at me. Can I punch the sheep to death? Nah, it's too slow. I'm gonna have to use my sword. Yes. Critical hit, baby. All right. Let me grab some more stuff again. You know what's funny is I don't know how much of this looting I'm gonna cut out, to be honest. I'm having a blast. And maybe people want to see me loot and kill sheep. I don't know. You let me know. Ooh, oh, come on. Ah, I hit the tree. That's gonna dull my blade. I find this relaxing, therapeutic to loot in games. Anybody else find the same thing? That it's just almost like very relaxing and calming. And at some point, I'm gonna be fighting enemies, and it's gonna be stressful. So I almost cherish these moments of serenity, of just murdering sheep and relaxing, picking some plants off the ground, having fun. Right, there's like a little hut over here. Oh, let me put this away because there's some goats I can kill. I have to sneak up on them. Don't let them suspect anything. Wow, look, it's almost nightfall. I've been doing all this looting so long. Die, goats! Die. You. Die! You cannot attack this target. I almost killed the boy. Ew, gross. Their entrails were spilled out all over the ground. All right. What have we got in here? Oh, there's a lady. Excuse me. She's celebrating something. She had rotting flesh in there. It must have been from a wolf. Let me not get ahead of myself. In the first game, there was a cannibal. So ever since then... Ooh, oil is really important, I think. I tried to talk to her. I was just trying to say hello, and then there was an awkward silence, and she just said, later. It just went through the wall. Oh my god, I love it so much when there's just ridiculous stuff like that in a game. It's quite fun. Where did she go? Is she even out here? Oh! Oh, praise the bugs. Oh, I've rescued you, my lady. By sticking my face in your rear. Ah, what a beautiful thing it is to play video games. But that's why I call it a walk through The Witcher. It's going to be very slow. And the way that I play the game, you're probably going to learn a lot. You're probably going to learn as much as you would by watching somebody's walkthrough, even though it's a Let's Play format. Ooh, can I kill these pigs again? What was I grabbing onto there? Can I do a plunge attack? Tactics? There we go, RKG reference. Or prepare to try, I guess, is where it started. Get all of the pork. Thank you. Pork, I remember being quite expensive. Ooh, this is a good time to check out the immortal cows again. See if they're still immortal. Yeah, they are. I can't get out that way. All right, try to remember that there is air. What do I get? Noon Wraith, okay. So that's cool. It is, in fact, the same thing. Now, what was I doing? Yeah, I want to get some plants over here, maybe kill some more sheep, or at least collect the sheep I've already killed. I believe I'm caught up to where I was before. And yes, I know I say I think and I believe a lot. Did you hear that? There's even more sheep. Ah! I must kill the sheep. Oh, I have a problem. I'm addicted to it. All right, let's just stop. Let's just stop this madness. Calm down. Let's do something else. Yes, I see it. You see these things right here? These frickin' beehives? Very important for making money in this first area. And you can burn them down with Igni. There we go, got some honeycomb. Honeycomb are like 25 a pop, I think, to a certain vendor. You've got an exclamation mark on my mini-map, you may have noticed. Can I go in here? Yes, I can. But it's empty. There's no loot. Well then. What about... Oh! I gotta get this blow ball. You know what would be fun is to start trying to recognize which plants are which. So these are white myrtle petals, and then I can, like, call them out. That will make looting a bit more fun. We'll talk to her in a sec. Timber. Phosphorus. You know what? I bet you... Yeah, look at that. Now, here's something that's actually quite annoying in this game that I should say, and it makes me very worried. Another reason I'm worried to play this game, and I wasn't able to get into it. You see that plant down there? If you pick that plant up, it actually messes up a future quest. Holy crap, what a pain that is. How would you know that? How would you know not to pick up the plant from the ground? Anyway, I'm gonna go check out these chests, and if they are interesting, I will get the thing that's inside of it. If it's not interesting, I'll probably leave it alone. Let me see. Oh, wow. Dragon's Dream and Disc Glare? Yeah, I think I want that. That's cool. All right, I better surface. And now we can go check out the other chest. This music, it's very ominous. I wonder if because it's nighttime now, there's more monsters out. That would make sense, that's what they've done in past games. We have a manuscript for Tawny Owl. And Split Bolt. Now hang on a second. What alchemy formula do I already have? Because if I already have any of these, that would be a shame. So I did not have Dragon's Dream, right? Because I had Grape Shot and Samum before. I definitely only had 2 different bomb formula, right? Somebody please answer me that at some point. Now, oils. I can make this Necrophage oil right now. And there's no reason not to. It uses things that are not involved with other things, if that makes sense. For this, I need Genacia petals and Noonwraith mutagen. Significantly limits the duration of knockdown, hypnosis, stun, and blindness. Man, so much stuff going on here. And then my potions. What do I have for potions? So I do not have Tawny Owl potion. So this could be really good. I should grab this. Cool. So that Tawny Owl, if I know it from other games, should be... Yeah, look at all those freaking plants. Don't touch those plants. You'll mess up your quest. Freaking annoying. There's a couple things like that where exploration actually ruins your quest. So another reason why this method of exploring and looking at chests is bad, in a way, you could ruin future quest lines by discovering something you're not supposed to. Weird. Now, should I talk to this woman and just not do the quest? That's what I'm thinking.
Lost your key, ma'am?
No, not me key. Me pan. It's always sat there empty, this hut. That is, till the night afore the battle. A man arrived, walked right in like 'twere his own. Was standing at me window, peering at the goings-on. He must have read me, 'cause next I knew, there he was, coming my way. So, I grabbed me pan, for protection, see? But he just asks all polite, Gran, got any birch bark by chance? Lilac berries or even a few coals? Nay, says I. And you must be right daft to pester folk at night with such foolery. But I sees you ain't listening, just staring at me pan like a magpie at a copper. Lend it to me, Gran. I'll give it back come morn. He's right baffled for what's he doing, frying in the dark. But I've got a soft heart, so I gave it to him.
Oh, truly a fascinating tale. She also has very beautiful eyes. Check them out.
Fascinating story. Any chance you're nearing the end?
I like snarky Geralt.
Before dawn, another rode up to the hut. But come on, only the first fella left. Locked the door, hopped on his horse, and that were all I saw of him. And me pan. 'Twere old, black with soot, not worth much, I suppose. But I've no other. Will you help me, dearie? Bring an old widower pan. I would never break down that door myself.
It's just so silly, isn't it?
Truth, I'm afeard to go in any road. Such a stench wafting out. Methinks the other fellow, well, that he's lying there.
Yeah. So, by the way, The Witcher 3 seems to have very good voice acting. I've never thought Geralt's voice actor was very good in the other games. Maybe in this one he's better. We'll see. His facial expressions are really cool in this game. I like his general look of his face. He's got like this very confident and sure of himself look to him. Whereas in the previous games, he kind of had this fish out of water look all the time. No matter what he was doing, he just seemed... I don't know, he did emotionless, I guess, a robot. But anyway, the Witcher games have a lot of silliness to them, and it's quite fun. It makes all of these little side quests have a lot of charm to them. I hope it's the same for Witcher 3. Now, I would say so, based off of this Pan quest.
Never taken on a Pan contract. Fine, I'll go in,
So,
look around. You should wait here.
It's a very easy
just in
contract.
case.
I wonder, now, can't I just leave this and come back later? I think so. Also, what happens if I deny the quest? Can I just come back and get the quest from her again later? I'd be very curious to know how this works exactly. Ooh, I left a sheep thing over here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wolves. You hear that? Freaking wolves, man. Freaking wolves. I kind of want to fight them just to see. I almost think Yrden could be useful for these guys. Oh, do you hear that? Honeycomb. Ooh, I think I just got stung. I believe you can get stung if you get close to them. What's that over there? Looks like there's this burned down hut over here. And something for me to loot. Ooh, I got a sword. Ooh. I didn't know I was gonna get some equipment here. So... Still learning how to use the menus super well. I got some armor at some point. What the hell? How do I compare? This is more armor. This gives me resistance to damage from monsters 10% and elemental. But this one is better in every single other way. Oh, but it's ugly, so never mind. And the Velen Longsword gives me better damage. However, this thing gives me armor piercing. Now, here's a good question. What on earth does armor piercing do exactly? That plus 25 armor piercing? I suppose it depends on how much armor the creature has, but if the creature has a lot of armor, it's almost like adding 25 damage. Ooh, I can make it bigger. Ooh. Wait, what have I done? I'm confused. I don't know how I made the descriptions bigger. Oh. There we go. So this thing also has a rune slot. Can I put like this kind of thing in there, giving it a 2%? And this is critical hit chance. I don't know. I'm gonna just hang on to it for now, I think. And decide later. Let me take a look at the map. I've explored a bunch of stuff over here. I think I want to explore and get everything up to this part over here before signing off. It's probably time to wind the episode down a little bit here. Okay. There still seems to be like a lot of things to loot over here. There's an entire section leading up to, I think, this hut that I can't enter yet. You'll see in a second. Yeah, this hut. I believe I can't go into that hut yet. There's no access to it until you do a certain thing at a certain time. But we can loot it for sure. Just got a bunch of really valuable stuff, I think. Yeah, that ducal water. The ducal water is prime rib, for sure. Oh. You hear that? I heard a beehive. Where are you, beehive? Every now and then a singular bee, I think, just flies past Geralt's ear. And the buzz immediately makes me think there's a beehive nearby. Happens quite a bit. Wow. So many herbs in this hut. I already got the barrel. She's got even more herbs in the sacks, man. Is that it? Yeah, locked. Key required. We can't go there. That'll come up at some point. Not to worry. Let me just make sure I get all of my herbs, baby. What was that? I think that was an autosave. Oh, right. Forgot about autosaves. That's good, because I'm not going to remember to save very often. Oh, oh, oh. Here we go. Beehive. And then there were wolves, man, and a chest. Let's see what's in this chest. Hanged Man's Venom. I want it. I know what Hanged Man's Venom is. That's like a people poison. I want it. Now let's get the hell out of here. I do not want to fight these wolves. Then again, let me save and maybe try to fight the wolves just as a great way to end this episode, because it's time. Okay, let me see here. Let's put this on. Get this going. We don't have any sort of alchemy-related things to help us yet. But, Oh, here we go. Oh, level 5. Oh, he broke it immediately. Oh, yeah. My sword isn't doing anything to these guys. Is he gonna run? I really don't want to fight multiple at a time. If I'm gonna kill any of them, it needs to be this one right now. Yes. I got it. I got some dog tallow. That's useful. Uh-oh. I think that's the wolf leader over there. Yeah. Oh, man. If I fought all of those wolves, I would die. One is good enough for me. I'm getting the hell out of here. Yeah, that's enough. And I think I'm going to just call it quits here as far as all of the looting goes. So here's the game plan, since I'm going to wind the episode down here. I've looted this entire area. All of this looted. I've picked up every type of plant that is possibly growing here in abundance, which means I can just sign off on all of this crap. I've done every single chest that is hidden. and even found a sword, like right around here. Yeah, I could put markers when I want. I stopped here, but there was like some sort of camp I need to check out at some point. And I have a plan for that, which I'm eager to tell you guys in the next episode, for sure. I gotta stop pressing buttons on accident. There's a quest I need to do down here. Yeah. Looks like I got 2 experience for killing that wolf. Interesting. So to maximize getting experience, it's good to kill a bunch of monsters before you do quests as well. It's crazy how they've designed both experience and the loot system in Witcher 3. I don't agree with some of the decisions made here. At least for people like me who are kind of completionists and obsessive compulsive about how we build our character and explore, it causes problems. It makes the game less enjoyable. But thankfully they made up for it with the leveling system, thank God. Again, I'll get into that next episode, or maybe the episode after. I don't know when I'm gonna level up. So yeah, did a lot of talking this time. We did a lot of looting. We set up a bunch of quests. And I think what I'm gonna do is, if we go in here, do we have anything interesting to read? Okay, quests. So let's take a look and review each of these quest things, and that's what I'll do before ending the episode. So thanks for watching, those of you who aren't going to stick around for these. That's all I'm going to do, is I'm going to take a look at this. But maybe I should start with the wolf, because it's the most interesting. Friend of mine used to say that with all these griffins and basilisks and whatnot, good old-fashioned wolves aren't nothing to worry about. Then the damned beast devoured half his flock. Yngvar, shepherd. Once upon a time, wolves were the absolute rulers of the forest. Men used to use them to frighten children, while adults too trembled at the sound of their howling. Post-conjunction monsters not only pushed wolves into the deepest wilds, but also took over their place in human nightmares. Yet this does not mean the old predators ceased to be a danger. Wolves do not have a drop of magic within them, breathe no fire, and spit no acid, but that in no way stops them from killing unwary travelers and hunters. Particularly dangerous are wargs, a nasty and ferocious subspecies of wolf, and the snow white wolves, which today can only be found in the wild highlands of the Skellige archipelago. They are vulnerable to beast oil. I do not have beast oil. I do have necrophage oil for these guys. Let's take a look at these quest things. I do want to read them. So for lilac and gooseberries, nothing new. For secondary quests, there were only a handful of non-humans in White Orchard. One of them was the dwarf Willis, an excellent blacksmith whose wares attracted peasants from far and wide. Sadly, his forge had burned to the ground shortly before Geralt arrived. Willis suspected the fire had been started deliberately and asked the Witcher to investigate this alleged arson. Now, we also have acquired this quest Missing in Action. As it turned out, Geralt was not alone in searching White Orchard for a lost loved one. The Witcher also found the notice of a peasant who was seeking his brother. The brother had left home to take up arms against Nilfgaard. The forces of the North and the Black Ones had then clashed in a great battle near the brothers' gnome village, and the peasant had not heard from his siblings since. A frying pan, spick and span. Many think that the life of a Witcher consists of nothing but adventure after grand adventure, an endless stream of contracts on manticores, bruxae, and other exotic beasts. In truth, Geralt would often take on more banal tasks, ones lesser bards fear mentioning, for they lack the skill required to make a masterwork of the mundane. By way of example, once in White Orchard, he was hired to retrieve a woman's frying pan. Sure. Collect them all. This is the thing about the Gwent cards. And then we have this Witcher contract. In White Orchard, Geralt happened across a notice posted by a certain Odilon residing in the village. The man wanted someone to take out the monster who was haunting the area around an old well, and doing so required a professional. This was as typical of Witcher work as they come, so Geralt decided to talk to the man. Malicious beings usually haunt the ruins of castles, fortresses, or, as a last resort, towers. The Wraith of White Orchard, however, chose a much more quotidian site for its haunting? I don't know that word. A well. A White Orchard peasant by the name of Odilon wanted someone to chase off the phantom, and Geralt accepted the job. So that is quite cool. Do we have any completed quests? Yes, this Kaer Morhen quest. I never read this. Every story has to start somewhere. This one starts in the guest room at Kaer Morhen, the stronghold of the Witchers in the Blue Mountains. It starts with Geralt taking a bath, disproving the theory that Witchers neglect personal hygiene. But as he's bathing, he is brusquely interrupted by Yennefer. Does she ever interrupt in any other way? She reminds him that he was supposed to train with Ciri. What could our hero do but bid the sorceress farewell and descend into the courtyard of the fortress? Little did he know this would mark the start of a great adventure. As it turned out, all that happened at Kaer Morhen was but a dream. The kind that makes even witchers screaming a cold sweat on their brow. That wakes even witchers screaming. I had trouble with that sentence for some reason. Geralt crouched by the fire and surveyed the land, a land ravaged by war, signs of battle stretching to the horizon. But he had not chosen this campsite for its view. Yennefer's trail had brought him there. So this is a cool little summary of everything that we've gathered and what we have to look forward to in the next part. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I'm already enjoying the game quite a bit in this second episode. In the first one, not as much because I had to get through all of the cutscenes and opening stuff and tutorials. But hey, now we are doing Witcher business and Witcher work, like picking up plants and killing sheep. Hell yeah, I'm a bad Witcher. Anyway, appreciate you guys checking the video out, and I will see you in the next one. Be sure to leave any comments. I really do appreciate it. Bye-bye.